We're one global family. So, how did we become so divided? Welcome to Module 5, where we explore our roots and the path to healing. If humanity is a giant family tree, who's actually at the root? We look at the world today and see deep divisions. We identify ourselves by our nationality, our gender, race, or religion. We fight over borders and belief systems. But what if all of these divisions were just a symptom of a massive collective amnesia? Before you are a nationality, a gender, or race, you're actually a soul, a point of conscious light. And the human world tree shows us that every single human being on this planet shares the exact same spiritual parent. The seed of this tree is the Supreme Soul. This means that at the deepest, most fundamental level, we literally share the same spiritual DNA of peace, purity, and love. Our physical costumes, our bodies, might look entirely different, but our origin is exactly the same. Today, we're going to look at the tree of humanity to understand exactly when we split apart, why we fight, and how we can finally heal our roots. There was a time in human history when there was just one religion. Religion isn't a set of rituals, it simply means the righteous way of living. And for the first half of the cycle, there was just one original deity religion based on the elevated directions of God. Look at the thick, unified trunk of the world tree. This represents the first half of the cycle, the golden and silver ages. During this time, there was absolute unity. There was no need to teach brotherhood or tolerance because there were no divisions to tolerate. It was one global family operating on the single natural religion of pure humanity, the deity religion. We didn't need to practice peace because we were perfectly united by the memory of who we actually are, pure beings of light, pure souls. So, why then do belief systems sometimes divide us when they're actually meant to unite us? The human world tree illustrates the exact moment that humanity forgot its shared trunk. As we entered the Copper Age, soul consciousness faded and the tree began to branch out. Different faiths, cultures, ideologies emerged. Branches naturally grow in different directions, and that diversity is beautiful. But it becomes an illusion of separation the moment we forget that we're all still attached to the exact same tree. We're just different chapters of the exact same human story. Every great spiritual leader came to water the exact same tree. When you look at the major branches of the tree, you see the founders of the world's great faiths. But they aren't competitors. These pure souls were crucial messengers to bring specific, much needed virtues like law, peace, and love, exactly when the human family needed them the most. They came to sustain the branches, not to make the branches fight with one another. Now, out of the 8 billion people on Earth, why is there no one exactly like you? In the tree of humanity, every single human soul is represented as a unique leaf. Even though we all come from the exact same seed and we share the exact same spiritual roots, your specific leaf has a completely unique design. You have a specific eternal role in this vast human drama that absolutely no one else can play. Your existence isn't random, it's an essential, irreplaceable part of the whole. Here we are fighting over who has the best branch while the entire tree is dying. Look at the very top of the tree. It represents the Iron Age, the time we're living in right now. The branches are tangled, chaotic, and competing for space. The root cause of all modern global conflict is spiritual amnesia. We've over identified with our tiny specific branch, our role, our country, our political party, and we've completely forgotten the solid trunk that connects us all. What if racism, prejudice, and division were just symptoms of a deeper memory loss? When you look at another person and only see their physical labels, it's incredibly easy to feel divided. But the knowledge of the tree of humanity offers the ultimate cure. When you train your mind to look at someone and see a soul, a point of light exactly like yourself, originating from the exact same seed, those physical labels instantly lose their power. True, lasting brotherhood isn't a political concept, it's a spiritual reality. And you can't heal a dying tree by just painting its leaves green. If we want to transform this chaotic world, we have to go to the roots. Protests, policies, and arguments all happen on the surface, up in the tangled leaves. But true world transformation happens invisibly underground. The silent, deep inner work of Raj Yoga is the process of reconnecting with the seed. It's the only way to pull fresh, pure, healing energy back into the dying roots of humanity. What happens when a tree simply cannot grow any further? The tree of humanity doesn't just expand endlessly into total chaos until it collapses. There's a cosmic failsafe. When the Iron Age reaches maximum decay, the old tree must be transformed so that the new one can grow. We're living in that exact critical transitional moment right now. It's the confluence age. The old branches are falling away, and the Supreme Soul is actively planting the sapling for a completely fresh, perfect new cycle. If the old tree is being transformed, and a brand new, perfectly pure tree of humanity is sprouting right now, who is the first leaf? Who is the soul that achieves the absolute pinnacle of human evolution to inaugurate the new world? In our final module, we'll look at the breathtaking image of Sri Krishna, the first prince of the Golden Age. We'll explore what absolute flawless human perfection looks like and how you can awaken that exact same potential inside your own mind.